It is a South Korean television series released in 2018 starring Seo Hyun-jin as Han Si-jae, Lee Bin-kai as Seo Do-ji, Lee Da-hee as Kang Sa-ra, and On Ji-hyun as Rai Yoon-ho. The first episode was released on 1 October 2018 and the last on 20 November 2018, with the running time of each episode being 60 minutes. It is a love story between an actress who suffers from a mysterious condition and an airline director who suffers from prosopagnosia. Look out for major spoilers. Episode 1 to 5. Han Si-jae, a well-known actress, is first introduced to us while she is en route to an award ceremony. However, as she approaches the stage, she senses something, and to everyone's surprise, she turns and flees. When her friend comes in search of her, she sees a man instead of Han Si-jae in the gown. It turns out that her appearance completely changes for 1 week every month. It started when she was 20 years old, when she woke up in an old woman's body during a trip. She freaked out and caused an accident, but was saved by someone who got more highly impacted than her. She is also the airline model of the company, where Seo Do-ji is the CEO. He has his own difficulties when it comes to recognizing people's faces. The main leads both meet at the roof of a hospital and later are seen going on a business trip because of a contract she signed. He even witnesses her turning into someone else during their return flight, and to her surprise, he is able to recognize her even though she turned into someone else, which is proven later in the episode 2. Due to his suspicions, he tries to find the truth about her and witnesses her transforming back to her real self again, and therefore finding her secret. Later on, a rumor breaks out that they both were dating. But instead of denying it, Si-jae decided to use this issue to her advantage if Do-ji decides to leak her secret. They are seen participating in a food donation event where Si-jae witnesses the rivalry between the two step-siblings Do-ji and Sa-ra. Do-ji tries to find out more about Si-jae's situation while she tries to find out about his secret. She helps him when he is lost trying to recognize an important person during the aircraft lunch event. He then wants her to stay with him to see the transformation himself to completely believe her. They sign a contract between them to let each other know their secrets. Meanwhile, she tries to get the role of the lead in a movie that is directed by someone she looks upon. They are seen admitting to the dating rumors when they are caught outside a movie theater. As every cliché plotline goes, she was offered money from his mother to break up with him. At the end of episode 4, a funny incident arises when Do-ji's mother comes and sees a boy, transformed Si-jae, under the same blanket her son was in. Episode 6 to 10. Do-ji helps her in many ways while she stays in the body of a high school boy. After she turns back, Do-ji brings Si-kai to the air traffic control tower where they share a kiss. They decided to start dating in real life, announcing that they have broken up to the media and meet in secret. At the end of episode 8, she turns into a little boy. The next episode shows the cute interactions between transformed Si-jae and her mom. She even gets help from Do-ji, even though it was embarrassing for him to see her as a boy. Do-ji's and Si-jae's relationship is found out by her mother who supports them. Later, she learns that her mother is dying, but what's worse is that she transformed at the moment her mother needed her. Even though she was another person, her mom could recognize her before she drew her last breath. But still, Si-jae wanted her mom to see her as herself before dying, but it wasn't possible. Do-ji pays his respect and supports her while her friends hug her to comfort her. She even lies in horror, thinking about what would happen if she never transforms back or was to die while being transformed into someone else. Episode 11 to 16. A co-actor who was jealous of Si-jae tries to find out the reason for her disappearance. Once again, the main leads rekindle their relationship by confessing their love. Their lovey-dovey relationship is shown in the remaining of the episode. Do-ji's secret is later revealed by Si-jae to her friends. When she promised Do-ji that they will be together for the entire time of the next transformation, she never thought that she would turn into an old man. But what's worse is that she wasn't able to turn back even after a week. In this situation, Do-ji's sincerity in his love for her is being put to the test. But thankfully, she turns back to her old self. The following episodes show how they find strength in each other with their trust. Do-ji comes out to his family about his condition and gets support from them. Later, Sejai learns that Dooji's condition was brought by an accident that she was responsible for when she was 20 years old, and that the person who saved her was actually him. He was ready to accept that past can't be changed, but Sejai was still remorseful and blamed herself for ruining his life. She is seen announcing her retirement and leaving, which makes him break down in tears. A year later, Dooji is seen gradually recovering from his condition while getting to know all updates about Sejai through her friend. He goes in search of her when he returns back from Sweden. After returning to Seoul, she starts working again, and it came as a relief that she doesn't change that often anymore. The final episode of the series features them getting married privately and confessing to one another as they pose for a self-portrait.